This is summer. Hey guys, it's Ali here, DepthCharge bassist. How you doing? I've got awfully curly hair and I don't care. I'm just filming this today. This is going to be the band's summer video update, which is way overdue. 2 weeks overdue, which is still a lot. Very many hours overdue. And I just want to kind of give you an update on what's happening. There's been quite a lot of Facebook posts and things like that happening recently to do with tours and all kinds of stuff like that. From the last video update we did, we have basically just been recording and writing, in all honesty. We have made really good headway with 3 new tracks, I think. I think it's about 3. And basically we're fine-tuning them and starting to write drums for them and all that kind of stuff. The drummer situation hasn't changed much. We've had a few people try out. It's not really kind of gone anywhere. So obviously we're still actively looking for a drummer for the band. And then of course, once we find one, that'll be that problem sorted. When it comes to the tour and things like that, we were supposed to have one in July, but that kind of fell through. For a number of reasons that were completely out of our control, because it wasn't us that was arranging the tour. It was some guy in America. Well, basically there was a lot of promises made to a lot of bands in Scotland, so we basically had to kind of choose the top few on the list and tell the rest of them that it's not going to happen, and we unfortunately were one of those rest of them. So the tour never happened this month, but we're going to have a tour next month, which is going to be good. You will remember back in March or April, can't remember, but March or April, I was recording bass on record for a band called Cow in the Field in Edinburgh. They called upon my playing to record the rest of their album because their previous bassist went home to Argentina. As you know, that happens all the time, right? So yeah, I recorded the remainder of the album for them. It's a good album. You should check the guys out. They're a band in Edinburgh called Cow in the Field. As I said, they're kind of a progressive death metal band. You got really nice vibes, so some saxophone and kinds of stuff, and it's really good. The album itself is it's a concept album about cows. You guys should find out why that's great when you hear it. But if they're actually on Facebook and they're on Bandcamp, and I don't know if they're on Reverb Nation as well, but you will be able to hear them in the near future. They have some of the material up on their Facebook page, so you should go and check that out. None of the material that I've recorded on's up there yet, because it's still the very old mixes that they had from before. But yeah, check them out. And look out for news on them doing their album, because they are in the process of recording it and getting it all pressed and stuff like that, and it should be available for the tour, so that's pretty sweet. Us at DepthCharge and the guys at Cow in Field, we are arranging this tour in August for the most part. We're trying to get around a lot of the key cities in Scotland. The ones that we're definitely going to be going and visiting are Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen, Perth, Dundee, and Inverness is on the card as well. At this stage, we're just trying to figure out what venues we're going to contact to make sure that we have dates and all that kind of stuff solidified, so we can tell you when we're going to be playing and where and all that kind of stuff. For this tour, on the drummer situation, we have somebody standing in. You'll probably remember him actually, because he used to be in the band before. It's our good buddy Alex. Alex Collins. Remember that guy? Yeah, it's been a while, but he's on holiday from university, and he has offered to stand in for us, and it's basically been, for the past month, he's been coming up here every single weekend, and we've just been hammering the material because some of the drum parts evolved from when he was in the band before. When Paul was in the band, obviously we changed a few things in the drums, and we're just kind of getting Alex up to speed with all that. Aaron has built a guitar since the last video I made for the band's channel. Any of you who are subscribed to the channel will probably have already seen it, but for those of you who aren't or haven't seen it yet, if you go into YouTube and go onto our channel, which is DepthCharge Band, or if you just search for Aaron's, A-R-R-A-N, Aaron's walnut guitar build, he basically made himself a beast. He built it from scratch. He bought himself blocks of walnut wood and a bandsaw and a number of other tools, and built himself a guitar over the course of, it only took him a couple of months, or 2 or 3 months, and it's really nice. It's like a one piece body and neck, and it's all like just one piece of wood. It sounds really beautiful, really nice. He even put the DepthCharge logo mother of pearl inlay in it, so it's like the DepthCharge's first official guitar, which is cool, really cool. So yeah, he did that. Watch the video because it is funny. His commentary on it's hilarious. We are going to be getting ourselves like t-shirts and stuff made soon, I think. Some band t-shirts and merch and stuff like that, especially for this tour that's coming up. It's been suggested that we could do that. I haven't even thought about doing it before, but me and Aaron have been creating little pieces of artwork between us, like for the band's logo and all that. So I think we're gonna get some t-shirts and stuff made. I'll let you know more about that through Facebook and everything. When they're available, I'll let you guys know, and then you can be the proud owner of a DepthCharge t-shirt sometime. As I said before, we obviously have Alex standing in playing drums for us, but that obviously isn't a permanent arrangement. He is going back to university afterwards, and we know that, we expected that. We were actually surprised that he offered to play for the tour. But it should be good fun, you know, like touring with your best friend and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really good fun. But of course after that we're going to be still looking for drummers. So as always, if you guys know anybody, or if you are a drummer, there are a couple of videos I can on the channel. There's one called Are You Up For It? Which is basically like a collage of footage of the drum parts. Aaron's basically playing them. There's a click in the background, and the reason there's a click is because it's actually a collage of footage from breakdown videos that we did. They're hidden videos, you can't actually see them on the channel, but we made breakdown videos, so it, you know, kind of breaks down the drum parts into the individual sections. Thought, well, we could make breakdown videos so that anybody who is kind of wanting to know exactly what kind of drums we're looking for, you know, they can get a much better idea if they can just see the whole part and have a chance to study it. So if you are a drummer, check out the Are You Up For It video for a little kind of taster, and if you are interested, you know, drop a message in the inbox or leave a comment, or go onto the band's Facebook or my Facebook or my Twitter or anything like that. All the links for all this will be down below, by the way. You know, we can send you the links for the breakdown videos if you want them. DepthCharge will be getting a Bandcamp site soon. We do actually have one right now, but there's no material on it, and the only reason that is because it's the only site in the world that I found for bands that do not let you use compressed audio formats. Usually you have a file limit. The file limit for this thing is like 255 meg or something, or it's something incredibly huge, and I'm like, whoa, but it won't let me upload an MP3. So it has to be FLAC files or whatever. So we're in the process of recording stuff, and we're in the process of re-recording some of the old stuff as well. I mean, we recorded Blackjack, and we've redone Catalyst and stuff recently, and Suspending in a Painting, obviously with the new drums as well. So, you know, once all that's all mixed mastered, we'll upload them to Bandcamp so you guys can listen to them. You'll notice I didn't do an update last month. The reason for that is because with all this tour stuff that was going on, we had no idea what was happening. I mean, neither did the tour guy by the sounds of things, obviously, because the tour got cancelled. So, but now obviously, I don't want to give you sort of false information or information that could change at a moment's notice. But this tour in August will be happening. It will be happening around about the middle of the month. It's said to be 5 or 6 dates from the 15th of August up until, well, as quickly as we can squash them in, so it could be within a week or whatever. But if you guys can make it, it'd be great to see you, especially some of the guys who are regularly in touch with the band. It'd be good to kind of put a face to the name rather than just a picture on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. It'd be good to kind of hang out with you guys. But as I was saying earlier, we are aiming for Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dundee, Aberdeen, Perth and Inverness as an opportunity as well. So we're kind of spreading ourselves out quite well, and as I said, Cow in the Field, they're a really good band. Paul Eilertson is the sort of, I guess you could say, the main guy behind it. He's been working on this album for about 7 years, and he's starting to kind of put the finishing touches onto it, and it's just brilliant. It's really great music, but the lyrical content and the whole concept is very tongue-in-cheek. It's really enjoyable, and the bass parts are quite good as well. The ones that I were involved in, I tried to make them as fun as possible, and it went together really well. And he's a great guy to work with too. So we can't wait to start touring with these guys, and it's just going to be a great laugh. What a great way to kind of send off the summer. Well, I say summer. It's incredibly overcast and rubbish for the majority of it. When it was really sunny, and then we had that week of sunshine in May, I was like, well, that's, you know, that's summer finished. I was kidding, but I might have jinxed it. Sorry. I hope you guys have had an enjoyable year so far. Like to say thanks again for all your support and comments and all that kind of stuff over the past 6 months or longer if you've been tuning in for longer. Keep an eye on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Reverb Nation, and all those other wonderful places where you can keep up to date with our actions and antics through updates and all that kind of stuff. As I said, check out Cow in Field, check out Adam's guitar build video, and I shall see you at the end of the year. Bye bye.